Hi all. Welcome to all of you, and this time presenting this topic, that is window title and window border in Windows Subfile. So I have already created a video on Windows Subfile where you can learn to code that in RPG programming. Now this time I would be including title and borders in the Windows Subfile. So let me show you the demo. I created one example, so let me show you that. So the first thing, I'm using this physical file to load the data in to the sub file. Now this is already created and having some data. Let me show you that, so you can see the data. Now this is the display file. Here you can see this is the display size of the screen which I'm taking right now. So you can have an idea of all these things from my previous video on Windows Subfile NAS 400. So this is the subfile format for the window subfile, and all the fields are referred from this file. And you can see this is the Windows subfile control format, where I specified all the basic mandatory keywords here. So the main important thing here is the window keyword, so which is used with the control format of the Windows Subfile control format, Windows Subfile format, and it shows or it tells us that this is a Windows subfile, that is the subfile would gonna be loaded into the window screen, not onto the full uh, workstation screen. So this is the reference window format which I am referencing from this window keyword. You can see this is the size, this is the starting line and the front position. So the upper front position, this position is this one, and this is the lower right position, or you can say this is the upper left position. So the lower right position is 1350. And now in this video I am describing about the window title and the window border in the window subfile. So this is the window, and you can see I have defined window title for this window and the border for this one. So for window title, this keyword is used where we passed some of the parameters which are optional, and the same as in case of window border, but there we have to specify uh, a single parameter, all of them in. Let me show you. So I have written some important notes for this one to explain you all these things: window title keyword and the window border keyword. So window title keyword, yes, we know that this is a record level keyword. So as we have seen that this is defined inside the record format, so it's a record level keyword, and even the window border is also a record level keyword. So we basically specify text, color, or display attribute. Let me show you text, color, or display attribute. So here you can see I specified the text and the color. So I didn't specify the display attribute here. I can, because all of them are the optional parameters here. So let me show you this again. So title, so for example, just suppose this is a window screen. So title is either embedded onto the top of the border or the bottom of the border. So I can either align that onto the center, onto the left, or onto the right. So basically it's display on the border of the window. So window title format is like this. So first we use this keyword, then we use the title text, and then the title text color, and after that we will be using title text display attribute. So we can provide three params to this keyword: text, color, and the display attribute, or we can align it either to the center, left, right, onto the top, or to the bottom. So these are optional. So in case if we do not specify anything, it is by default to the center and to the top. Title text parameter is optional, as I already told that all these parameters are optional. So length should be less than equals to position specified for window. So whatever position we specified, that lies within that range. So if it does not lies within that range, the text gets truncated at the right if it is too long. So when we specify title text, first we mention start text, then the value. As you can see in this example, start text and then the value, that is the title, Windows of file here. So value can be a character string or a program to system field name and field name. So either we can give a character string or we can define a field name, and we can give a variable onto the record format itself on the display file, or you can say the sub file, whatever. So when we define that field name, that must be existed in the window record in which we are using this window title or window border, whatever, and defined as character field. So that would be a character field with usage p. Let me show you. So you can see the usage p is programmed to system field. So it's basically programmed to the system field. So when we give the value into the program, it will be reflected in the display file field. Just move on. So you can see for window title we have all these things. So I'm talking about the text one first. So what are the conditions which we have? For color, text color, we specify the star color and the value. So the valid values for the color are blue, green, white, red, turquoise, yellow, and pink. So if not specified, so in case if we do not specify the color would be set to the color of the border as default. The parameter is ignored if it is specified for a window on a non color display. Title text display attribute. So for this one we will be specifying the display attribute using star DSP-ATR and then the values. So value can be n numbers. So if more than one DSP-ATR is used, they are combined to form one DSP-ATR that is used for the title text. So the valid values are blank, column separator, high intensity, and non-displaying, reverse image, and underline. If the title text display attribute parameter is not specified, it is set to the text attribute of the border as default. So whatever the text attribute display attribute is, that is set or specified. So important note is here is, if neither the title text color nor the title text display attribute parameter is specified, the window border will flow up to the first character of the window title and resume immediately after the last character. So basically it tells us that the window border flow up from the first character and start from the last character. I'll show you how it works. If either parameter is specified, there will be a space immediately before and after the window title. So it's saying that if any of the two, color or the display attribute parameter, is specified, then it will show us the space before and after the window title. We can specify center, left, or right. Window title should be aligned to the center, left, or right of the window border. Default is center, as I already told. For this one, default is top. Options indicators are valid for this keyword. You can specify more than one window title on a record. So for example, if I look at this one, just Windows subfile, so I have compiled this. Let me compile this program as well. So I have created this program where I'm using T1A sub. Let me compile. Just do the work job. Okay, it's DA. Now you will see that a space is just before the window title and after the window title. So this is the title, which is currently lying in the center or the top of the window. So if I take F3, I am exiting from this sub file. So this was the code which you can get an idea from the previous video, Windows of file in AS400. So let me tell you quickly that I defined these two, this physical file and the sub file, which is defined in the display file, declared the RRN. Then I am writing the Windows of file format or execute formatting the Windows of file control format, then processing the keyboard keys. So the first thing is to load the sub file, Windows sub file. So basically I'm reading the file, that is physical file, and I am loading all the files in the Windows sub file. So there I'm writing the Windows sub file format. I'm not evaluating any field because I have already refilled all the field in the display file sub file format, and then I'm simply checking if size is equals to 100. Then I'm setting this indicator to on, since I'm not gonna loading more than 100 records. If any record, at least one record gets loaded, I'm setting this indicator to on so that I would be able to display the sub file screen. And at last you can see in process keyboard keys I am only handling the F3 key. If F3 is pressed, and are set to on, and I'm returned from the program. So basically I'm loading the sub file, and then every time I'm just writing the window format and then execute formatting the window sub file control format. So this was the simple program. Now you have seen this window title here, and I explained about this one. So let me just comment it out. Now if I am not providing this, now you'll see there is no space, as I already told that it will overflow onto the sub file format, and you can see there is no space in the border. So this was what I am telling, or what I have written here. If neither the title text color or nor the text display attribute parameter is specified, the window border will flow up to the first character of the window title and resume immediately after the last character. If either parameter is specified, there will be a space. So I have shown you that there will be space immediately before and after the window title. So this was the thing which I am to show you for the window title case. So here, yes, here we can specify the top or bottom as well. Now let me tell you about the window border, what it is. So the same way, it also has the color, display attribute, and the characters parameters. So it has three parameters, but anyone we have to pass here. So basically it specify the color, display attribute, and the characters used to form the border of a window. So we can specify the characters which can be used to form the border of the window. So at least one parameter must be star color value, so they are same with the window title, which are valid colors. If the color parameter is not specified, the default is blue. So default color is blue, as you have already seen. And the same way, display attribute parameter, if it is given multiple times, then all of them will be combined, and these are the valid values for the same. And if it is not provided, there is no default for display attributes. The character parameter is specified the character that make up the border. So here we basically given the star char and the border characters. The border character is value is an 8 character string, so it's a 8 character string that define the border characters in the following order: top left corner, top border, top right corner, left border, right border, bottom left corner, bottom border, bottom right corner. Now if this parameter is not specified, the default border characters are period. So here you can see I specified blank, so it is giving me the blank. But if I do not specify this, the default would be dot. For the upper left and right corners and the top borders, it is colon, and for the left and right borders are lower left and right corners. Although any displayable character can be specified as a border character, it is recommended that you use invariant characters. So any character can be used here, but we IBM recommends some invariant characters, which are these one: blank, period, less than sign. All these signs IBM recommends, which we can use as an invariant characters. But we can, yes, of course, sure, we can use any other as well, any other character as well. Also we can have uppercase alphabetic characters, A through Z, numeric characters 0 through 9. So here also option indicators are valid for this keyword. You can specify more than one window border at file or at record level. So we can specify this at the file or at the record level. Now, so what it is saying, basically we can write it twice with an option indicator. So for example, when 01 is off, then we will be displaying like this, and if 01 is on, then basically we are using this one. So yes, we can do like this one, as you can see. Oh, I have deleted multiple lines. Now for window border, what it says, So for example, if we do not specify this one, for example, let's compile this, and then call this. So you can see the design is now changed. So let's uh, remove this as well. Let's see, reverse image is removed from that. Now we can, yes, we can specify the characters here. So you can see all those characters are used to make up the borders of this window sub file. So just press F3. So yes, now you have learned about the window title and window border keyword, which can be used in the window sub file, and how you can use all the parameters. All the parameters are optional here. You have to specify any one parameter, all of the three, that is color, display attribute, or the characters. Here all are optional, that is text, title text, or color, or display attribute, all are optional. So yes, you can use these two keywords to define the title window border or the window title to your windows sub file. So that's what I want to cover here. I already explained the window title thing here, so I have written all these things I make here, which talks about the window title and its parameters, what values you can specify, what are the valid values, what are the cases, and what are optional things. So for the same for the window border thing, and what are the variant characters you can use. I even told you that we can use, you can try at your end, we can use the options indicators to define the window title multiple times based upon the indicator. So if one indicator is on, we will be displaying the title like this, or if it is off, we will be displaying the title like this, or window border should be displayed like this one. For example, say red when indicator 1 is off, and when it's on, we'll be displaying it in green. So yes, we can perform this thing uh, in our windows of file border or the title. So that's what I want to cover here. So thank you and have a nice time.